Hi guys, today we're doing our raw video. So I'm here with my dad and my sister. So quick story behind my dad. When I was about to turn 9 years old, my mom gave me a new dad for my birthday. Say hi, Dad.
Hey.
Okay, they're good now.
Tater had to show off her hairy arms. She thinks they're famous now.
Everybody wants to see them.
But anyways, we're going to be making this food real quick and showing you guys how we do it. And I'm going to be putting in the ingredients and everything. I'm putting into the video as well. Just watch out for those. I think I'm going to put them in the beginning. Or probably at the end. I don't know. Y'all see them though. Bye. Okay, and here is about 1.5 pounds of potatoes that we boiled. Yes, Tater, we'll see your hairy arms.
I gotta go.
There is the chicken that we grinded up. We put in about a tablespoon of lard. Es una cucharada, ¿no? De manteca?
Sí.
Yeah, a tablespoon of lard. And there's our ground beef right there. We're going to put in some mackerel that I found at Walmart thanks to Tom. Thank you, Tom. And we also made some rice. Make sure if you put rice in yours like we do, that you don't get any with grain. Get the grain-free rice. We use the Walmart brand rice. It has no, like, it's a really good rice still. They like it. It's good. We use eggs. I think it's 8 of them. And we are putting in the salmon. What is it called? Yeah, salmon. I finally found some in Walmart. So I'm going to try this one in it this time. And this Red Bull is mine. Do not give that to your Bulldogs, guys. I have a problem. I'm addicted to this.
Un saludo a todos los amantes de los Bulldogs. Gran saludo.
Mommy. He's saying hello to all the Bulldog lovers out there. Oh, I'm in the sunlight. But hi to all the Bulldog lovers out there that love them just as much as we do. You guys are doing the very best for them by giving them raw, because it gives them a better quality of life to us. You'll see that they use the bathroom a whole lot less. Sorry about our cabinets, but this house is a little old. But it gives them a better quality of life. You will see that Dominic. Mama. Sorry, my baby's in the background. But you'll see that they will use the bathroom less. They'll shed less. They'll be a lot cleaner. It's good for their teeth, their bones, and it's overall if your dog is more towards hold on just a second, let me flip this around. Anyways, as I was saying, they'll shed less, sorry. They'll shed less, they'll have less pooping problems, and it's great for their bones. If your dog, like I was saying just now, if he or she has a problem like with being sluggish or whatever, this food, it'll bring them back up, and it really improves their overall activity. They'll be happier, and it's also a great way to help them maintain a good healthy weight. So this is how we mix all of ours together. We feed this to them every day along with their other food, which you can feed raw by itself. This is just the way we do it, and we're just showing you guys how we do things. And it's really easy to make. It's not that hard. There's certain parts in it that we do cook and add into it. And if you guys have any questions on how we do this, just leave comments and we'll be happy to answer them. And just keep watching. I'm hoping the steam doesn't steam up my camera, but we also put potatoes in it, and the eggs we're just putting in for a little bit just to soft boil them. We don't want them completely raw, which you can give it to them raw, but we like it a soft boil. That way it gives it a better consistency, like for saving it.
El huevo también, si quieres, lo puedes dar con la cáscara. Me sirve para calcio por los huesos.
Yeah, also the shell give it like more calcium. Like this, they can eat the cooked bones, but if it's ground up like this, ¿verdad? Mientras que está molido así para que...
Sí, porque no se lastimen porque
yeah,
al bulldog se le tiende a ahogarse por los
huesos cocidos.
Por los huesos cocidos.
Yeah,
por los huesos.
Like with a raw bone, they can eat it because it's like, it's not dried out. But with this, like, as long as you grind it up really good, like we're doing here, they can eat it. And this is how we feed them, like the rotisserie chickens, we buy them and stuff. And that way they don't choke. Because, like I mentioned before, well, I don't know if I put this in a video or not, of when Capone had choked on a bone, because back then we didn't know that they couldn't eat a cooked bone. You remember that? And that's where we figured out they cannot eat cooked bones unless they are ground up like this.
Y con esto puedes moler patas, alas, pescuezos.
Yeah, and with a grinder you can grind up anything with a bone, like feet. Like feet, neck, wings, whatever, you can grind it up like this. And you see it didn't take no time at all. It's already all ground up, just about it. And like with this, we can add it in there to their food that we're fixing to show you guys. I forgot to add that we also put sardines in this. So there's a lot of fish going in this, but they really do love it. So we're gonna go ahead and start adding in everything. So here we go. Okay. Okay, here's the rice. And we need this big bucket because there is quite a few dogs here. Not like a lot, but there's still a few. We have 4 over here. There we go. Okay. There's the rice. Okay, here comes the chicken that we grinded up earlier. You can also add like a little bit of salt to season it, just a little bit. Don't put way too much salt because way too much is not good. And anyways, this chicken that we grinded up already had some seasoning to it, so it's already giving it some flavor. Yeah, it smells really good. Yeah. Yeah, it makes you want to eat it. It smells really good. Pelea arroz con pollo, chicken and rice.
Un poquito, vamos a meterlo en la
Okay, here goes the mackerel. We put in the juice because, oh, we should have grinded that. Lo hubiéramos molido, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Yeah. Wait a minute, guys. We're gonna go grind up this fish.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Así nomás, no está muy.
Here we go. The reason we like to grind it up is because it makes it easier for them to eat it as well. And it also makes it easier like for whenever we have to freeze the rest, so that way it doesn't go bad.
Y que tiene tiene pequeños huesitos.
Yeah, it has little tiny bones still in it, from what I can see. So we have to grind it up so they don't get stuck in their throats. It's okay, it's just a plate. You can also buy like the
Sí, que lo iba a hacer, pero.
Okay. You can also get like the electric ones, but we got the hand grinder right now. This is how we just do it. It's also easy like for moments like this whenever you just want to grind it over the bucket.
Yo cuando te canses de hacer esto, mejor con la mano.
You can also break it apart with your fingers. We just wanted to get the parts that had the bones. We wanted to grind that up. That way you don't get tired as well. Because the ones in the can, I just noticed they're like really easy to break up actually. It's just like the parts with the bones you have to, because fish bones tend to be smaller and thinner, and bulldogs, when they eat and they get excited over the raw food, they will and tend to like eat it really fast and won't notice it, which is why we grind up everything, bones, even cooked or not, we like to grind them. But they can eat the bones if they're raw, like the chicken bones, things like that.
Ahorita como está calientito,
Yeah.
ponen la manteca para que se vea.
Yeah, with the since it's raw, still warm right now from the rice, we're gonna put in a little bit of the lard. That's a little bit more than a teaspoon, Dad. It's like about half a cup.
Pero también lo puedes calentar nomás.
You can heat it up in the microwave, like he said, you can. But this you can also put it in here while the rice is still hot, and it'll just melt it like that. You see, it's already melting. Huele como a salmon patties. It smells like salmon patties, guys. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's actually really good. It's like canned salmon. It's like the canned salmon, and you can make them like into a patty form, and you fry it like with breading. really good. But we do, I'll be posting more of how we do our other foods as well, because we like to switch it up just to give them a variety so they don't feel, you know, bored with the same thing over and over. And it gives them a different take on flavor, and they like that. It keeps them interested. Which, I mean, regardless, they're going to eat it, but they like to have a little variety as well, because our dogs are divas, basically. That smells really good. Okay, and here comes some sardines. It's got like a little bit of olive oil in it. There we go. And here's the salmon. This is an actual take on when your bulldogs eat better than you. Our bulldogs really do eat like way better than we do. Like they're more healthy.
Tiene un aroma agradable.
Yeah, it smells really good. It gives it like a really good smell. And that's a good key point in it too. Like you'll see like a big difference once you start feeding this to them. And they just love it. In a minute I'll show you guys Lizzie eating it whenever we get done here, so you guys can see.
Huevo vamos a poner.
We're going to start putting in eggs now. Oh, it's still
Sí se cocieron bien.
Yeah,
vamos a poner con todo y todo.
Yeah, we put in everything. They can eat eggshells. That gives it more calcium. This is how we always do it. We put in eggshells. I know some people, I've seen on one group, I had to leave it because they were saying like, oh, you can't put in eggshells. You can, because actually when the moms, whenever like Lucy, when she has puppies and all that, we grind up the eggshells and we give that to her to help her with her milk. And it's just a better, that's what helps their bones as well, is that calcium in the shell. But as you can see here, we tried to soft boil them, but they kind of overcooked because we was over here recording. But it's okay anyways.
Cada quien, es como cada quien.
Yeah, each person to their own liking of how they like to do things, but this is just our way of how we do it. ¿Cuántos van ahí? 8, ¿verdad?
7.
7? Okay, I was wrong earlier. This is 7 eggs. You can put in the amount you like for them, but in here is just 7. And then here in this mix, all of this with the ground beef, It's got all the vitamins and nutrients they'll need, like protein, the omegas, like from the fish oil, all that kind of stuff. It has it in here, and that's what keeps them healthy. And really, it gives them it definitely gives them a better variety in life. Like, I wish we would have known this years ago, because now they're so much happier, and you'll see them, like, even Ryder, who's my Brahma bully, like, he's really buffed out, like, now. And all he does is play. We don't do any kind of, like, big extreme exercise or anything, just by being... Use the spoon, Dad. Use this. Yeah. My dad was using his hands. Hold on. It's got some up there. There you go. My dad works so much, and he's just used to working with his hands, so it took him a while to realize he's burning his hands out. He worked night shift last night, and he still got up today to help me do this, because this is how much he loves our dogs.
La porción de esto es muy baja.
Por la cantidad.
Así.
About this much is how much we put into their food. Yeah.
Una en la mañana.
Yeah, one in the morning.
Y una en la tarde.
And one in the afternoon.
Esto va mezclado con el pienso que le das.
Yeah, this goes with the food that you give them. Like, we give ours either the Diamond brand, or we give them Royal Canine, which I will get into those kinds of kibbles on the other videos. But this is how much we give in our feedings. Is right here. You see, it's about a handful, a ball, right there. Here goes the good part, guys. Oh, yeah. Lizzie already smells it, so she's starting to whine a little bit. She likes it. Está llorando Lizzie, que ya lo huele. Hi.
Otra recomendación en el pienso. Entre si tú compras un pienso mucho más ¿cómo se dice? Mejor calidad, es mucho más mejor.
If you can buy better quality, like kibble or chicken dog food, whatever, it actually gives it's really good to put with like this kind of food right here.
Está un poco más caro,
It's
pero
more expensive.
te da mejores resultados.
Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but you definitely get a better, quality for the food, and it helps it react better. Also, I forgot to add, with this, you'll notice that they'll eat a little bit less and drink a little less water. And that's perfectly normal, because the meat has a lot of water in it and all this, and it just keeps them hydrated. It keeps them, like, going, and that's what, it keeps them full, basically, because of all that protein in it. Oh yeah. Okay guys, so that's basically how we mix it all together. I'm fixing to get Lizzie's bowl and put some in there so you guys can see if she likes it, and you'll see how she reacts with it. I wasn't sure at what age they could start eating it, since we started like over the summer doing this. And now, oh, baby. And now this is what we put in every feeding. Look at that.
Esta comida, esta mínimo para un bulldog.
That's the minimum right there for a bulldog.
Para mes y medio.
For about a month and a half is right here. This is what you would give them for like a month and a half. This is the amount.
Bolitas, ¿sí?
Just give them like a ball like that.
Con su pienso.
With their food.
Mezclado con su pienso.
Yeah, just mix it in with their food in the morning. In the morning and the afternoon, that's what you would mix in there.
Y si tu perro se le cae el pelo o tiene mucho daño en la piel, se va a eliminar con esta buena comida.
Yeah, like if your bulldog has, or any dog, really any dog can eat this. If you have a problem with them shedding, if you have a problem, if they have skin problems, yeah, using the bathroom, anything, this is going to help. You'll really notice a big difference.
A los 3 meses va a haber el resultado, porque cambian de pelaje y el color del pelaje es más brilloso, brilla.
Yeah, you'll really notice the big difference, like with their hair and everything. Like around 3 months maximum, you'll start seeing, well, really probably earlier than that, because we started giving it, and like right away we noticed like their fur, everything is like more shiny and glossy. Everything is a lot better. Even Jack, he would, since his nose rope is so thick, he has a problem with getting a rash under it. And now we don't have any problems with rash. Oh, ahorita le iba a poner eso. Before I put this in with Lizzie, I forgot to tell you guys, there's other like types of vitamins and stuff you can put in, like red cell is what we like to put in, like with feedings. And but you could mix it in this actually, and what you would put is in like about 1/4 of the bottle in with the food, if you want to mix it in with the food, or you can just put in like a few drops in there with their feeding. Either way, however you choose to do it. Red cell is really good for them as well with the nutrients it has. So you might want to think about adding that as well. That's really good too. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. This is what we mix them with their kibble, but as you can see, we didn't put it in this time for the sake of the video. But they don't really need kibble if you don't feed them kibble, but we just like to add it in there for extra nutrients. But as you can see, they love it. And don't worry about her bowl, it's just where she chews it up. No! Don't put your hand in there. No. She don't want nobody to touch her while she eats it. Nobody's taking it, Lizzie. There you go.
Lizzie.
We're trying to break her from that aggression. She's like, Jack. This right here in our last video, this is what I was telling you guys, is like how Jack would do with his eating. But we're still training her to, well, we're starting to train her to not be so aggressive when she eats. That way she can be around the others when she eats, like Jack. Yeah, really, you don't want to bother them when they're eating anyways, but still, yeah. Just don't really bother them, but also it's good to have them trained not to be aggressive, because if they're around other dogs, they will, you know, try to hurt them. But it's just a matter of training them, really. I'm sorry about these floors, guys, again. But look at that. See how quickly she already ate that? It's been about, what, close to 2 minutes now? But yeah. That's a good girl. And see, she hasn't even touched her water. And see, usually, whenever we would give them just plain kibble, they would constantly be eating and drinking water, like, while they ate. But, see, she'll probably drink it afterwards, but she hasn't needed it so far. See? There you go. Good girl. So good. She's trying to eat my stepdad's hands. There you go. See, this is how much we would put like in a bag to freeze. That way you would be able to take it out in the morning and like in the evening whenever you feed them. This is how we store them. That way, just make them like into little balls. They should hold their shape. and just separate them, just like that, and then you would just freeze. Yep, just like that. And that will go like in the fridge. And then you'll just keep doing that until you finish up like the meat, like packing it and everything. And you would just freeze all of that. And that should last them about a month and a half, like between mine. And cause really all of this, it'll last them a while. So you actually save a lot of money as well. And like I said, cause like I told you, this will last them about a month and a half, cause they eat less and everything like with this food. Okay. Is there anything else you want to add?
No. Yeah, that's all.
That's all? Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. Thank you.